We live in a world where a single viral video can change everything, especially for small businesses. On TikTok, one lucky post can flood a random little shop with orders, turning a side hustle into a six-figure career overnight. But here's what we don't talk about. Yes, TikTok has given small business owners a bit of success in this world, but unfortunately for some, it went straight to their heads. Some small business owners have become the most delusional, entitled people on the planet. And nothing proves that more than the absolute meltdown over Walmart's $25 cake.
Bakers are now having meltdowns because Walmart has the audacity to offer affordable heart cakes.
So Walmart recently started selling vintage heart cakes for only $5 to $20.
You guys really affect my business when you buy a $20 one from them versus a $150 one from me.
So I went to Walmart and got a heart cake for $24.
Who wakes up and says, I want a cake made by a Walmart employee?
Everyone having a birthday cake is a luxury. It is not a need. You do not get to tell these people how they're going to price their items when they know their worth.
I'm just like, I would never buy a cake from you anyways. I'm not paying $100 for a fucking heart cake. And Walmart cake actually isn't bad.
I wouldn't feed that Walmart cake to my dog.
So you're also paying for the skill level from the home baker. If your Walmart even makes vintage heart cakes, we're going to be as attentive to detail as a custom cake artist.
It looked so cute.
It's okay that you're so broke that you can't buy one from us. So I'm glad that Walmart could make a heart-shaped cake for you brokies.
This isn't really just about cake now, is it? You don't often see people side with a billion-dollar company known for its questionable business practices and corporate greed. But in this sweet, sweet cake drama, Walmart managed to actually look like the good guy, and that should tell you everything.
So Walmart recently started selling vintage heart cakes for only $5 to $20. It's extremely cheap for one of these cakes. The reason why I'm mad is not what you think. Don't care if Walmart's gonna undersell me for a vintage heart cake. You know what? Times are tough right now, and if you want that cute look for your birthday photo, then I am so glad that Walmart has a cheaper option. But what is actually grinding my gears here are the people in the comments under videos advertising the cake, complaining about what home bakers are charging for vintage heart cakes. I just find that highly disrespectful to everybody who puts so much time and effort into their cake. Especially when having a birthday cake is a luxury. It is not a need. You do not get to tell these people how they're going to price their items when they know their worth.
It's almost inspiring in the worst way possible to watch a grown woman who, let's not forget, runs a business, hit record, take a deep, dramatic breath, and then decide the world needs to know just how uneducated and ignorant people are for not appreciating the blood, sweat, and butter that goes into making a vintage heart cake. Absolute cinema. Like, how dare you, a mere commoner, look at a cake and think $150 for a cake? That seems a little pricey. How dare you not instinctively understand the delicate, artisanal craft of piping frilly borders and spelling out "hot girls have sad birthdays" in cursive? You absolute fool. You cake peasant.
Just explain to you why home bakers charge so much money for heart cakes. The biggest reason are ingredients. Walmart, you are not going to get real buttercream cake. Getting something that was shortening, artificial flavoring, and ingredients. These cakes were shipped to them from some warehouse, simply just slapped together. Coming from a home baker though, you're getting a handmade cake start from finish. Some people use box cakes, but for me, I make everything from scratch. Right off the bat, the quality of ingredients are going to be drastically different. Also, do you know how expensive butter is? It's about 8 sticks of butter to bake a cake start to finish. With everything else combined, that's at least $30 worth of ingredients, not including the labor. Secondly, Walmart is a huge company that can buy stuff in bulk, which will naturally make their cost to produce goods a lot cheaper so they can charge less money.
And this is exactly why some small business owners need to be gently pushed off a cliff sometimes. I think social media, especially TikTok, catapulted a lot of small businesses to success in a way no one could have predicted. But somewhere along the way, instead of staying grateful for the support that built them up, small business owners started acting like the ruling class and started treating support from people as something they're owed rather than something they have to earn. Like, the way she frames it isn't just, hey, you know, my cakes use higher quality ingredients, so naturally they're gonna cost more. No, it's Walmart cakes are mass-produced artificial garbage for commoners. But my cakes? My cakes are handcrafted artisanal delicacies made with my own two blessed hands, using the finest of butters, fit for those with refined palates and a proper appreciation for the patisserie arts. It's less about justifying the price and more about making sure that you know you're a low-class brokey for even considering a $25 Walmart cake.
I feel like these Walmart cakes are getting so out of hand. The fact that you can purchase a vintage heart cake for $5 to $25 is insane, considering that the people working there are getting paid minimum wage, even the bakers. And whether anyone likes to admit it or not, they really are not as neat as some other small businesses that I've seen, which is totally understandable because they do work at a much faster pace. And I've noticed a lot of the times they do not crumb coat their cakes, they don't fill their cakes the way that we do. So yeah, naturally their results are going to be a lot different than the rest of ours.
For these home bakers, it's not enough to say their cakes are higher quality. No, they also have to shit on Walmart bakers. Like, these TikTok bakers have to let you know that they're on some pedestal far above the clueless minimum wage cavemen mindlessly smashing eggs together at Walmart. And the fake niceness makes it even worse. It's like, oh no, it's totally understandable that Walmart bakers do such a job because they're forced to bake cakes at lightning speed for minimum wage. Bless their heart. You can imagine that people did not take kindly to this TikTok. Why are we putting down Walmart employees for making good and affordable cakes? This video just pushed me to buy a Walmart cake. It's insane that people have access to affordable options is all I heard, to be honest. It's giving poor people shouldn't have anything nice. Even Walmart bakers jumped into the comments to correct her because, plot twist, they actually make more than minimum wage. But the real cherry on top was that some of these so-called unskilled Walmart bakers went viral for their cake decorating skills, and in some cases, they were outclassing the very home bakers who love to act superior. Like, imagine talking all that only for the people you're trashing to outshine you. The backlash of that particular TikTok snowballed so hard that the home baker had no choice but to film an apology video, if you could even call it that.
Let's make this burn away gender reveal cake while I address some of the hate comments that I got in my previous video. Before I start, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry if I offended anyone at all. There was only a few people in my comments who actually understood where I was coming from, so I guess that means I did not deliver my message right.
I'm sorry if I offended anyone at all. Might as well have said, sorry you poors are so sensitive.
The only thing that I will take back is my comment on the skills of some of the cakers. That was uncalled for. I don't know why I even mentioned that because I've seen with my own two eyes the talent that some of them do carry. And my comment about their minimum wage, I genuinely from the bottom of my heart thought that everyone in that market gets paid minimum wage. That's just what I'm used to in America.
Oops, my bad. I don't even know why I mentioned that Walmart bakers were bad at making cakes. Like, sometimes my mouth just randomly slanders innocent people. This whole apology just circles back to the same entitlement that started the whole TikTok cake drama in the first place. It's not just about the cake. It's about the rise of small business owners these days genuinely thinking they're better than everyone else. Whether it's Walmart bakers they talk down to or customers they guilt trip for not dropping luxury prices on a freaking cake. It's like they completely forget that the very support they now look down on is what got them here in the first place. And the fact that a TikTok account with 1.2 million followers, by the way, is out here saying this kind of thing is so cringe. There's nothing wrong with valuing your craft, but when you make TikTok on more affordable alternatives and acting like customers owe you their money, maybe the issue isn't that people don't want to pay for quality. Maybe the issue is just you.
I do not play about my money. So when it comes to ordering a cake from me, don't ask me for no picture of no cake. Especially before you ain't paid for it. Because that's only gonna make me think that you're about to run off on me. Enough to make your cake on your special day, then why did you book me? Did you not see my previous work? You had to have some kind of notion as to what I do, what my stuff looks like. You had to know something. So that was enough for you to book with me. That was enough for you to make a deposit with me. Can I see my cake? No, man, you cannot see your cake. You may see your cake when you come and pick it up from me after I've received my money. And no, I don't want to hear anything about, oh, what if you messed up? We should have had a clear understanding of what you wanted at the time of booking.
And this, folks, is a perfect example of the elitism and entitlement that have completely taken over small business culture on TikTok. Like, what the fuck? Imagine booking a cake for a very special occasion, like your birthday, your anniversary, your wedding, and being told you can't even see it before handing over your money. No reassurance, no proof of quality, just trust me, bro. And if you dare to ask,
no, man, you cannot see your cake.
For years, people have been guilted into supporting small businesses no matter what, but maybe it's time we start saying, actually, no. Not every small business deserves support. Not every home baker is some struggling artist getting stomped on by capitalism. And even if they were, who the f cares when they act like entitled bitches who think people are beneath them? At the end of the day, we can all agree that people just want a cute, tasty cake at a fair price, whether it's $25 or $150, without getting verbally drop-kicked in the process. So with that, small business owners that act entitled deserve to